This is not the show to necessarily find hot takes about Charlie Kirk or Jimmy Kimmel. We're a labor talk show. We talk about labor issues and topics relevant for working people, especially workers who are trying to organize. But all of our First Amendment rights, a huge long-standing priority for the labor movement. We are in an era where we're seeing a wave of censorship and a lot of people facing discipline for their speech. As a student of history, there's real Red Scare vibes right now. I'm personally not necessarily a fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I don't really watch late night talk shows, but speaking as someone who's been active in unions for many years and has had to represent members who've been in trouble for their speech and their social media content, I can't help but think it's pretty wild that there are a lot of folks who go on TV and go on the radio and say all kinds of false and hateful rhetoric. And that includes radio stations with FCC licenses, by the way. There are folks who go on TV and go on the radio and say all kinds of vile stuff. We have government officials who do not hesitate to lie whenever they feel like it, without consequences. WGA did put out a statement. We'll quote a little bit from this. The right to speak our minds and to disagree with each other, to disturb even, is at the very heart of what it means to be a free people. It is not to be denied, not by violence, not by the abuse of governmental power, nor by acts of corporate cowardice. As a guild, we stand united in opposition to anyone who uses their power and influence to silence the voices of writers or anyone who speaks in dissent. If free speech applied only to ideas we like, we needn't have bothered to write it into the Constitution. What we have signed on to, painful as it may be at times, is the freeing agreement to disagree. Shame on those in government who forget this founding truth. As for our employers, our words have made you rich. Silencing us impoverishes the whole world. The WGA stands with Jimmy Kimmel and his writers.